through, put the music on. Put down a little bit. And let's... I think we're going to finish 1 Corinthians pretty... I think we're going to finish it today.
Maybe don't power. What's that?
Logos. It's the word.
Blue Goose. That's the name. And that's pretty fast.
All right, you ready, my friend?
Yeah.
All right, what part's this? What part's this? There you go. If Timothy comes, take care that he isn't fearful when he's with you. He's doing the Lord's work after all, just as I am. Nobody should look down on him. Send him on in peace so that he can come to me. I'm expecting him, and so is the family here. As for our brother Apollos, I did my best to persuade him to go to you with the other family members, but it simply wasn't for the best that he should come just now. He will come when the right moment appears. Keep alert, stand firm in the faith, be brave, be strong. Whatever you do, do it with love. I have I have a vivid memory of the first time I stood up in front of a group of people to make an announcement. It was at school, and I had been given responsibility for organizing something, and suddenly the room went quiet. Everybody was looking at me, and I heard my voice, as though coming from someone else and somewhere else entirely, speaking more or less what I planned to say. Nobody had warned me that it is quite different experience, almost a different physical experience, to ordinary speaking and ordinary personal contact. It's not just about being nervous, it's about a different feeling altogether. Now imagine that. Instead of a room full of school friends, I'm standing in front of people I haven't seen for some time. Many of whom, in fact, I don't know at all. Some of them are much older than me. Many are better speakers and know more about the issues than I do. Or at least they think they do. Some of them are likely to be cross that I'm making the announcement instead of the senior man whose place I'm taking. Now, I really do have reason to be nervous, and now I am more or less in the situation Timothy will be in when he arrived in Corinth. So, who was Timothy? So, Timothy was like someone Paul took up and like discipled him personally.
He never talked about him in the Bible. And that's it he has Bible.
Yeah, he gets talked about a bit. It's
Talk about in like the Bible.
kind of like Timothy, like Paul took up Timothy, like
No, I endorse Timothy.
and like taught Timothy, like I'm teaching you right now. That kind of relationship.
Oh. No, I endorse that. I Timothy. Timothy's an actual.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Copyright. Just kidding.
Well, it's an old name.
Okay, maybe.
Timothy was considerably younger than Paul, and Paul, considerably younger. And Paul refers to him as working with him like a son with his father. Actually, probably the age difference would probably be me and Logan. Between Paul and Timothy. Plot twist. I'm saying like the age difference is between Paul and Timothy is pretty much, it will be like around the same age difference between you and I. Huh? Like who, like the yeah. All right. It happens. I'm going to put the 3-minute timer, okay? Timothy was considerably younger than Paul, and Paul refers to him as working with him like a son with his father. This in a world, of course, where sons were regularly apprenticed to fathers. But Timothy was not. It seems the bold, who cares type who would stroll into a place like Corinth and charm everyone with fluent, impressive oratory. He didn't lack courage, that's quite clear. No coward would have stuck it out alongside Paul for very long. But he seems not to have been what we would call a forceful personality. And there was a danger that the sophisticated Corinthians might look down on him, might make him feel afraid, might prevent him doing the work he's been sent to do. Not least in teaching and giving instruction, Paul's warning to the church that they shouldn't make him feel afraid is therefore a ground level, nuts and bolts application of what he's been saying in much of the letter. When the Corinthian Christians welcome Timothy and give him the encouragement to teach and instruct as he is able, they will be backing off from the puffed up arrogance that had bedeviled. Is that bedeviled? Bedeviled? That sounds about right. Bedeviled? Let's say that's right. That has bedeviled so much of their life, and taking a more appropriately Christian stance. Ministry is a delicate matter. Many whom God wants to use powerfully in church work are not what the world regards as natural leaders. Indeed, sometimes the natural leader can allow his or her personality to get in the way of the gospel. That is, in fact, one of the problems Paul identified in Corinth, saying Timothy begins to look like another of Paul's strategic moves. Whatever we say about that, his mention of Apollos, who is obviously with Paul in Ephesus, is certainly calculated to diffuse any lingering suspicions the party-spirited Corinthians might have about the relationship between these two leaders. The Corinthians may have played them off against one another, but Paul and Apollos themselves are not at loggerheads with each other. Paul, so far from being anxious about Apollos going to Corinth in case the church there should join his party instead of Paul's, had actually encouraged Apollos to make a visit. This hadn't been possible. The way Paul expresses that leaves it open as to whether this was Apollos' own decision, or whether circumstances in which Paul and Apollos would both see the hand of the Lord had ruled it out. What is also ruled out, though, is any suggestion that there is a rivalry between them. This once more cuts the ground from under the factional fighting Paul criticized in the early chapters. The final sentences are generalized, but nonetheless bracing. The four commands correspond to what an army commander might say to someone on guard, and they form an ascending scale. So are you ready, Char?
Yep.
So we're at the very end. They form an ascending scale. Keep awake. Stand firm. Be brave. Be strong. The guard must stay awake and alert in case of any danger. Not only so, he must know his ground and not give way. When actual danger threatens, bravery is required to face up to it. When he has to deal with it, he needs to act with all his strength. Paul sees the church in Corinth in danger from many things. You can't just drift along in the Christian life, hoping things will work out somehow, precisely because of the nature of the gospel itself. Those who are embraced and called by it have to take responsibility for what's going on. He wants them now to assume that responsibility for their own spiritual health and for the ongoing work of the gospel. At every stage, they will need each one of these commands. But in the process, they must never imagine that the gospel can be helped forward by brute force, bullying, or arrogance. Everything you do must be done in love. That has been the keynote of the whole letter, and Paul wants to remind them of it as he moves towards the close. All right, we can start, my friend. All right, Char, can you turn that down, or should I put headphones on? Okay.
Okay, no. Everybody, open up! Yeah, you better. Decoy.
Revelio.
Hey, love.
This place has seen better.
I don't. This is pointless. No one comes through here.
What? Love you.
It's no problem. If I see it, obviously.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
You'd better be a beast.
Fine.
I've raided Rockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves. Ah, nothing.
On speed descent.
I've robbed every traveling vendor that's part of
Petrificus totalis.
Tired of wasting my time on foolishness. We've got precious opportunities. Now, I've fallen to the wayside on account of feeble thinking.
Levioso.
Really enjoying the view, but I'd like to be put.
You little coward!
You'll need to be quicker than that. Think I won't remember your face? Gotcha! Expulso!
Petrificus totalis!
Venite. Accio. Incendio.
Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! I'll get down, you're in a haven.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Shame nobody saw that. Revelio. A castle. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Nope.
Reset! Oofy doofy!
Flipendo. Flipendo. Revelio. Flipendo. Revelio.
Oh god. Oh, okay, yep. Oh! We're so edgy!
Flipendo.
Bye.
Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio. Descendo.
Oh, punch shot of course.
Revelio.
Oh no, the Popcat! No, not the Popcat!
Shame I didn't have an audience for that one.
Only 16.
Revelio.
Oh, yeah.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
Yeah.
An intruder!
Revelio.
Open the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, ow me.
These rocks have seen better days.
You're really not very good at this, are you?
Petrificus Totalis. You only have Ranrock to blame.
No.
Revelio. That wasn't too hard.
Can someone close the door?
Revelio.
Thank you. Huh? Yeah, you're the last one. Either you or Robin. Huh? It's cool, man. He's forgetting it. Is your back all feeling funny? What? Oh.
Revelio.
Oh. Fun. Oh, it's on top. We're gonna check out this vendor, sell a bunch of stuff. Make sure I have the best equipped before I sell everything else.
Get trolled!
Let's have a look, shall we? So nice of you to stop by.
Revelio.
Mario!
Oh.
Get trolled!
Revelio. Oh, no, you don't. Descender!
Yeah! Trolled! Very funny!
Professor Howard will never believe this. Now, I'm only trying to help. Arresto momentum. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Revelio. Arresto momentum. Everything's all right now. Revelio. Who lived here, I wonder?
Nope, I already went here.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, found it.
Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Glacius.
Ooh. Yes. Get oof. Get oof. I do not care if I get oof. Well, I do. But if
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defendo. Confringo. Levioso. Arresto Momentum. This looks
I see.
intriguing. Revelio.
Just casually dying.
This place has seen better days.
I get ooh. I need oofy.
Reparo. Revelio.
And
Reparo.
money.
Revelio. Reparo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio.
Oh, no.
You made it.
Oh. Oopsies. Darn it. I need to find a town that this is based off.
Revelio.
Off on another.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Ow. Oh,
Beetle the Bard is a bit too...
Revelio.
Oh. Interesting. This is from the. This place is based off the memory. That's pretty darn cool.
and boom.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Up.
Revelio.
Oh god. Oh.
Reparo. Revelio. Defendo. Revelio. Wonder who lives here.
Ow. I hit a log. Ew. And up. Ow.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm Bernard Indiai, and this is my shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today? Now, if you like what you bought, be sure to come in and see me again. A pleasure doing business with you. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any...
Revelio.
I don't know if I could just drop it and retake it. Okay, it's where the lady is at. You can go here. North. Need check out these cottages. Okay, don't have that place. Let's check here. It'd be near where these peeps are at.
Convenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Nice to see you again.
Likewise. What can I help you with today?
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
How did I ever go?
Mine now, demi guys.
Ow.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
You're like,
What?
this one is still just looks most comfy.
I'll get in that hole, Curry. You see that hole, buddy? No. Get in the hole.
Not this town. Check this town.
Equals more speed. Hey, science.
What are you up to now?
Right.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Mine now, demi guys.
All right, let's figure this out. I should have done this the moment I got it, and now I'm in. All right, camp. It's by a river at least. Okay, release, follow the river till we see things that look like that. All right. Oh, that's a big river.
How nice to see you, my young.
Not sure how I'd fare in Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
What is an Iron Maiden doing here? Death Misstep. What's going on here?
Revelio. Levioso. Reparo. Revelio. Arresto Momentum.
That's a fun glitch.
I'll look after you. Arresto Momentum. Not going to hurt you. Protego! Revelio. Arresto Momentum. Revelio.
That's Hogsmeade.
Hey, what's
like a place right out of a storybook.
Yeah, be gone, slime. No, I press block. Now get out of here. No. I died. Oh, now I'm mad.
Revelio.
This. Yeah, be gone. Damn it.
Have I already been here? We'll see.
No.
I feel like I've already been here.
No. I'm learning the scratch. Give me a gold.
Revelio.
Not me, bro.
Yeah, with this already open, tell me if I've already been here. Yep.
Oh, damn it. Why you go?
Can't do that over water. Good to know.
Setting. Control.
Revelio. A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
No. Try no.
Revelio.
Level 2. Yes. Is that mine you?
Confringo. Accio.
Back to my apples. Huh?
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
You need distract.
Lumos. That solves that.
I do not care about your magic. All I care about is getting my
Revelio.
I help.
Curious.
We have money.
Alright. Cast a bunch of spells at it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Nope. Get to wait for the right time.
Minecraft.
Hit the sundial.
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender. Confringo. Levioso. Arresto moment. Accio. Incendio.
I'm dead. No. No. Get out of my way. You die. You die.
Like it does not like the port that you have it in. Try a different one.
Maybe broken. Maybe broken.
It looks like a controller's already plugged in, isn't it? Looks like a controller's already plugged in. Or is that the headset? What were you trying to plug in? This is a mouse. Oh, you're trying to plug in the mouse. Alright, hold on.
Be gone! Be gone.
Okay. Whatever.
Oh no,
All
no,
right.
no, 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 no. You better get out of here.
All right.
Revelio.
Well, if you weren't so forgetful, we'd probably have more, wouldn't we? You can never have too many.
Revelio.
If people don't want me
You
to
said
steal
you
their
hate it.
valuables, they better get a really good look. I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's gone mad.
Vitricus totalis.
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him?
Trouble's brewing and I'm without my friends.
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Waste of time, this is.
Miracus Totalis.
Only is worth a look.
Revelio. Miracus Totalis. Revelio.
Be gone. You stole my iron, boy? Oh, yep.
Miracus Totalis.
Is that you, Royland? Troll you are.
Expulso!
Coward!
Expulso! Expulso! Hardly felt. Expulso! Expulso!
Arresto Momentum. Stupefy.
Expulso! That all you got? Expulso! No matter how many of us you defeat, we'll keep coming. Notice you ain't wearing that stole.
Petrificus Totalis!
Little saviour. Expulso!
Stupefy.
Expulso! What are you?
Arresto Momentum.
Expulso! Because if... Spell. Quite conductive.
Stupefy. Arresto Momentum.
Well,
Expelliarmus.
better than that. That's mine. Expulso!
Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender.
Barely felt anything.
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender. Revelio.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Goodness.
You can learn a lot from weather, though, can't you? It's like everything's foretold right before you. What? What are you smiling at? Don't you go giving me that look. I'm saying, if it's cloudy...
Miracus Totalis.
I've heard... Oh!
Expulso!
Protego.
I'm super better.
You haven't got a swear.
Leviosa. Arresto Momentum. Incendio.
Incendio! Expulso!
Glacius. Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo. Your luck.
Get back here, all
Leviosa.
right!
Accio. Incendio. Capolzo. Accio, Descendo, Flipendo, Levioso, Arresto, Momentum, Ringo, Glacius, Defendo.
You'll pay the price for it next time.
Trevicus Totalis. Nobody'll believe I did Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
What's up, Logan? Oh. Ooh, a hippogriff. Oh my gosh. The hippogriff has so many points. No, 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 no!
Dupe.
Get back here. I got a hippogriff!
Settle yourself. Convenient Revelio.
Oh, at least I got one. Whew. That reminds me. There's the camp. Should be a magical beast I could release. Oh. Where was the camp? There's the camp.
Revelio. Not the best place for an unaccompanied student. Revelio.
Oh, what? Huh.
Revelio.
I think it's the same.
play some music. Wait, I'm volunteering? No, thank you. Right?
Arrest the moment.
Oh no, I'm
Everything's all right now.
Ooh.
I'll look after you. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
Expelliarmus, Glacius, Defendo, Confringo, Levioso, Arresto Memento, Accio, Incendio, Depulso, Accio, Descendo, Flipendo. Revelio. What do you have in store for me this time? Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
so funny. Take that ball.
I should investigate. Petrificus Totalis. Wingardium Leviosa. That's that. Settled. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Okay, that's just. Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Revelio.
Oh god.
Hmm.
Every time I hit
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
your job. Yeah.
Revelio. Incendio.
I can find you.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio.
Yeah, I do not want. We have to survive a week in here? Oh.
Revelio.
Oh gosh, I only have 29 power left.
All right, in 5 minutes we have to take a reading break, and also I need you to eat your fruit, my friend.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Going up, tempted out.
Glacius. Defender. Confringo. Levioso. Arresto Moment. Accio. Incendio. Ugh. Shame you're so... Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Revelio.
Hmm. Oh.
Oh gosh! Look.
Meh.
Oh no. I do not want to go outside right now. No, thank you. I don't know why.
Revelio.
Even in fun.
Oh, they have a cave troll.
Oh! It's definitely a jump scare game.
Oh yeah.
It's a jump scare hardcore.
Oh, whack. Oh gosh.
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender. Confringo.
Oh man. What? Hmm?
Revelio.
Oh, the other game. Meh.
Your call.
Revelio.
Oh god.
Revelio.
Wait.
Every time that happens, I'm like, oh gosh.
Hmm.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Am I out of?
Okay.
Oh, have I already? Yes, I've already done it. Oh yeah.
Revelio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender. Confringo. Levioso. Arresto Momentum. Accio. Incendio. Depulso. Descendo. Flipendo. Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa.
Can you just go and try? Then I'll just re-put in the prescription.
Can you put
All right, is that a possible state?
volunteer suffocate? I get it.
Game over. Game over, man. Game over.
Yo, this is actually dumb. This is stupid good.
Same game is unavailable.
Should I press continue? Okay, you should put your head in it.
I know. Look at that. No head.
No head. Now you have a head. Oh gosh. I don't know if I should press continue.
Whatever. Oh, the challenge broke things. Yeah, I'm just gonna load.
Oh, and delete. No, thank you. Good thing it saves. I swear, once you guys have an I go back. Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. All right, go right there.
Bro, this is. Okay, I don't. The Mariana Trench is a scary place. In this game, I do not have to that.
All right, let me cut up your apple and we'll go through each step.
Oh,
Ready to do this?
Yes! I probably
Right.
Pokemon Go!
Pokemon, go to the polls.
And like going right in
All right.
I have a better eye squeeze on your phone. Yay!
All right.
Technology phone, okay? Bible.
1 Corinthians chapter 16, 15 to 24. The love that stitches it all together. One more word of exhortation for you, my dear family. You know the household of Stephanus. They were the first fruits of Achaia, and they have set themselves to serve God's people. You should submit to people like that, and to everyone who is working with them and laboring hard. Ooh. You should submit to people like that and to everyone who is working with them and laboring hard. I have thoroughly enjoyed the visit of Stephanus, Fortunus, and Achaeus. They have made up for the fact that I haven't been able to see you. They have refreshed my spirit and yours. Give proper recognition to such people. The church in Asia sends you greetings. Aquila and Prisca send you many greetings in the Lord. Together with the church in their house, all the family send you greeting. Greet one another with the holy kiss. I, Paul, add my greetings in my own hand. If anyone doesn't love the Lord, let him be accursed. Come, Lord, come. The grace of the Lord Jesus be with you. My love be with you all in the Messiah, Jesus. A young woman I met the other day was complaining about a new outfit she had bought at considerable expense in a fashionable store. She had worn it precisely once. At the end of the evening, she discovered that the seams were coming unstitched. The visual effect of trying it on and wearing it for one occasion had been terrific, but the workmanship had been very poor. Whoever had been in charge of the detailed, painstaking task of making sure the stitching was in good shape had not been concentrating. What was worse, the outfit had been bought abroad, and the event was back home, so no complaint could be registered without making an expensive journey. Paul, writing to Corinth from the other side of the Aegean Sea, takes every care in this final passage that the stitching which holds together his relationship with the church in Corinth isn't going to come undone. What started with excitement as the church in southern Greece was born must end in frustration as it tears itself loose from its founder after such a short time. As he himself says in the letter, what ties the whole Christian family together and stitches up tight is of course love. But it isn't enough simply to talk about love. It's important to the places where it wears skin and flesh. Stephanus, Fortunus, and Archaeus have brought Paul the letter from the Corinthian church, and they have stayed with him while he was pondered it and dictated, that's the word, and dictated his reply. This visit has been, for Paul, a breath of friendly and supportive Corinthian air. As long as there are people like this in Corinth, Paul knows that all was not lost. Presumably, Stephanus wasn't among those who were proclaiming, I am Paul, because otherwise, verse 16 would look as though Paul was simply backing his own party. The point is that they have proved themselves trustworthy and faithful, and the church should be proud of them and give them the respect they deserve. Stephanus, in particular, had with his family been the first fruits of southern Greece. Paul uses this well-known harvest picture quite often, most recently in chapter 15, 20, and 23. It means that Stephanus and his family were the first people in the area to believe the gospel, and Paul regarded them with joy. Like the first sheaf of corn at harvest time, a sign that there was much more to come. The fine things Paul says about these three from Corinth is the first major bit of stitching that he does. He is bound to these three in special affection and gratitude. They are central to the life of the Corinthian church. Together they'll help to maintain the bond and keep it strong. The second piece of stitching comes with the mention of Aquila and Prisca. They were Jewish Christians who had to leave Rome when Claudius expelled the Jews. They had gone to Corinth, where they had met Paul, and now it seems they had gone on to Ephesus. By the time Paul writes Romans, they are back in Rome again. They seem almost as well traveled as Paul himself. In any case, they had been members of the Corinthian church from its earliest days, and in their greetings and the reminder of their close friendship with Paul himself was another bond between the apostle and his people. Looking wider, all the Christian communities in the area sent greetings. Paul wants to remind the Corinthians, as he has done at various points in the letter, that they are not only Huh?
If I actually ate a grapefruit instead of an orange, if I just ate
Oh, that'd be crazy because grapefruit's usually really bitter.
science declared not wrong. But that sounds at least. Okay.
Looking wider, all the Christian communities in the area sent greetings. Paul wants to remind the Corinthians that he has done at various points in the letter that they are not the only people the gospel has reached. They are part of a much larger family, sewn into a much larger fabric. Every reminder of the mutual love and respect that this implied is another stitch holding it all together. So too is the kiss of peace, which from the very earliest times in the church was the greeting during worship which demonstrated reconciliation, affection. Yeah, after I read, then I'll switch things over for grounded. I will after done reading. Yep. So too is the kiss of peace, which from the very earliest times in the church was the greeting during worship which demonstrated reconciliation, affection, mutual care, and support between all members. It was, of course, the holy kiss. Some later writers had to point out the dangers of over-familiarity, of allowing Christian greeting to acquire romantic or erotic overtones. It is a measure, though, of how far some Western Christianity had diverged from Paul's idea that when the peace, even in the form of a handshake, was reintroduced in many churches in the 20th century. It met with huge resistance from those who prefer the worship in, as it were, hermetically. I don't know how to say the word. Hermetically? That sounds about right, but I want to look it up.
Hermetically.
I said it right.
You were right.
In a way that's completely airtight, in a way that is insulated or protected from outside influence. Huh.
Finally, right.
Yeah. It met with huge resistance from those who preferred to worship in, as it were, hermetically sealed compartments, sitting close to other people but maintaining a strict line between them. Paul takes the pen, as we do today, after dictating or typing a letter, both to write his signature and to add a few closing remarks, which of course gain all the more significance both by coming at the end and by being in his own hand. Now the stitching is not so much between apostle and congregation, but between the whole church and its Lord. As in chapter 8, 1 through 6, and by implication so much of the argument, what really matters is the love that Christians have for the Lord himself. This grows in Paul's mind out of the ancient prayer and command to Israel, to love the Lord your God with all your heart. That command formed the heart and center of the covenant, the bond of love, of God's promise and Israel's faithfulness, the stitching together of the one God and the chosen people. But when the Bible speaks of the covenant, it regularly speaks of the results of covenant obedience and disobedience. Obedience. All right. Turn that off because you want to play grounded, right?
Yeah. So I'm not going back. Ah!
Yeah, there's not gonna be no meme screaming or no meme video games playing.
Me. Of course I wouldn't do that. Don't.
But when the Bible speaks of covenant, it regularly speaks of the results of covenant obedience and disobedience. Obedience brings more blessing. Disobedience or infidelity brings curse. So it is here. Anyone who does not love the Lord, Paul says, must be cursed. The word is anathema, which refers to the solemn ban placed on those in the Old Testament who rejected the true God and spurned his ways. Paul doesn't want to end the letter simply with the sense that all will be well and there's nothing to worry about. There are things to worry about in Corinth, and central to them is the danger that some Christians will be so in love with their own spiritual and philosophical attainment that they forgot the love, which includes a loyalty, devotion, and obedience, not just warm feelings, that they owe to the Lord who bought them with his own life and death. The warning of the curse for those who turn away from the Lord and his love is reinforced by the strange phrase Maranatha, which is actually Aramaic, the native language of Palestine in Jesus and Paul's day. This means that it is probably a very ancient Christian prayer used by the church from the time before the gospel spread out into the Gentile world. It means, "Our Lord, come," and is almost certainly a prayer in line with the Lord's own prayer, that the kingdom will come, that Jesus would return as King and Lord, and that through his defeat of every enemy, including death itself, God will be Lord of all. To pray for the coming of the Lord is the most natural prayer of those who love him. The fact that the church must and should pray this prayer regularly ought to serve as a warning to those whose love is growing cold. But cold love and warnings of judgment cannot be Paul's final word in this letter, in which grace and love has been central strands. Grace and love are the two final stitches which Paul puts into fabric of his relationship with the turbulent, energetic, often muddled, but greatly beloved people of Corinth. The grace of the Lord, more than adequate to meet their every need, and the love which he himself has for them, a love that no rebellion or accusation can change. As we see when we turn to the second letter to Corinth, this love was going to be tested far more severely than had happened, and Paul himself was going to need fresh resources of grace to deal with the next stage of the relationship. All right, and that's 1 Corinthians. All right, my friends, we're gonna be right back. I'm gonna switch things over to